Hey, I'm running, y'all. I'm running. Well, I'm running. Trying to get to this here. I'm running, trying to get to my assignment. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around. I promise you, I'm running, trying to get to this assignment right here. That's a beautiful thing when you start loving what you're doing. You feel me? That's a beautiful thing when you really actually start to love what you do. And so I don't have any choice in the matter. You feel me? I have to get it done. It's like, I don't know. I got to get it done. Yeah, I got to get it done. I don't have all of the, I don't have all of the know-how, right? I don't really have all the know-how. And I believe that sometimes that's just a part of life, that you're not going to always have the know-how all the way lined, all the way up. You feel me? That's not the way life is. Sometimes it is 10-10. You see that? It's 10-10 right now as we speak. It's 10-10. And so I sat down here pretty early. At the same time, sometimes I just can't get that go live button before the hour is ready. It's almost time for me to get on, you know? And so I'm like, man, well, I've always been struggling in this area. I think that's one of the reasons why I can't really do corporate. I'm not like corporate America, brother. I can't. Even back in the days, I remember last time I worked. Even back in the days, I never was able to be there on time. So corporate was never really an option for me, to be honest with you. It was never really an option. Y'all know I did come in here this morning. I got something to drink this morning. I didn't walk out like I did last week without something to drink. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm actually on assignment. Don't get it too twisted. Let me clear some stuff off of y'all. Let me see. There you go, YouTube. What they do, baby boy. What's good with you, baby girl? Come on in to the assignment. It's all good in the neighborhood. You can come on in, chop it up with me. I don't know what the elements look like out there right now. I really don't. I haven't even been outside this morning. Y'all know I come straight out of my situation, straight into my studio, and I'm just ready on a Monday morning to speak into the mind of the people. And so I tell y'all all the time, y'all not gonna always be ready. I'm just telling you that now. You will never always be ready for this thing called life. Something is going to happen. Something is going to transpire. It's okay. I think the readiness comes as you prepare your mind to know that you're not going to always be ready. That's when you're going to be ready. When the readiness comes, is when you understand that you will not always be ready. And just knowing just that you will not always be ready will get you somewhat in the line, in the alignment where you know you have to be, because it ain't gonna always go according to your plan and all according to your desire. That's not how life is. But how y'all doing this morning? Come on in, gather around the table. I said, come on in and gather around the table. There's a table that you're going to eventually have to gather around in your own mind, in your own conscious thoughts, and your own awareness, and your own alertness, and how you maneuver in this thing called life. There's always going to be something, that you're going to have to bring to the table. And so I'm here this morning. I don't really want too much. It's an earlier Monday morning. Today is the 13th, Monday, May 13th, 5/13. May 5, 5/13. What's 5/13? Let's just see what 5/13 has to offer us this morning, since we're gonna sit here and chop it up with no pressure. What's the spiritual significance of 5/13? Okay. That carries a message of spiritual guidance and positive change to encourage you to embrace transformation, trust their intuition, and let go of doubts. It can also be a sign to be open to new opportunities that align with one's life purpose. Wow. 5/13. It's May, and the day is the 13th, Monday. So the spiritual significance, here it is. 5/13 is a divine message that can encourage people to embrace growth, transformation, and personal expansion. See, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes I just sit down here and just vibe out with y'all. You hear me? Did you hear me? I said, sometimes I just sit here and just vibe all the way out. I sit down a lot of times with nothing to say. And for whatever reason, when I open this laptop, right, in order to speak into the mind of the people, sometimes I have to let go of anything that I understand and comprehend in the earth, and then just let it go, and then come out here and prepare my spirit man to speak, right? And so I don't know what made me just go to 5. The day is the 5th month, the 13th day of the 5th month, 5/13. And so 5/13 is a divine message that can encourage people to embrace growth. And I believe that everybody under the sound of my voice right now will eventually, listen, you don't even eventually have to embrace it. I believe that there's growth in you. There's growth. Whether you embrace the growth or not, there's still growth inside of you. And so at the same time, this one here says it can encourage. The 5/13 is a divine message that can encourage people to embrace growth, transformation, and personal. Ooh-wee. I said there's a personal expansion that has to happen as you gather around the table of your own thoughts, of your own conscientiousness. And it says they say that by understanding the symbolism of this number and the integrating its message into life, people can embark on a journey of spiritual awakening and self-discovery. Ooh-wee. And that's just by me sitting down here the first 5 minutes. 5/13. Yeah, I'm just sitting here shooting the breeze. The realm, it says this number is a message from the divine realm that people should not allow their weaknesses to take control of their lives. Did you hear me? There's another reason as to why you here on this day, the 5th month, the 13th day of the 5th month, 5/13. And it says that people in this realm should not allow their weaknesses to take control of their lives. And so we're not going to do that here. We're definitely not going to allow any weaknesses. Weakness have to be at the bottom side of the hourglass. Strength have to be at the top. And so we normally talk about the top side of the hourglass, the alkaline side of conscientiousness, even though, acidity is there and it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely relevant. Acidity is to the alkaline side. They're both relevant. But here in the hourglass, we stand in alkalinic conscientiousness. That's the whole purpose and the plan by which I believe the universe has me here speaking into the mind of the people, where we're going to anchor our footing. We'll anchor our mind and our thoughts and our consciousness and our alertness and our awareness. We'll anchor those words into alkalinity, which is the top side, the alkaline side of conscientiousness. That's the top side of our thoughts. That's the light side. Darkness has to be at the bottom. Light has to be at the top. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't really want nothing too much. Y'all know I'm sitting here drinking my lemonade. Yeah, I ain't really want too much this morning. But I did come in here with a word. I came in here with a word. I did. And this word came to me when I was it was a few weeks ago when I was coming back with this boom, with this thing right here, this mic and this boom, the podcast boom. I wish I could see it. It's so beautiful. Sitting here just waiting on me to speak into it. This podcast boom and the mic and this interface and all the things that I told y'all. I went down to the Guitar Center in Atlanta in order to retrieve these items, and they gave me a bundle deal. It was a beautiful experience. And as I was leaving, and as I was on my way back, I was just in my zone as usual, talking my regular thoughts in my mind, and the music was low. And I usually cut the music off. For whatever reason, music sometimes has that frequency that will take us into a different realm. And sometimes the music is just not, it's really conducive to my overall thoughts. And so I cut the music off. It was quiet in my car as I made it back. And when I was taking care of my little business, I'm making it back, I felt these words in my spirit. These words in my spirit, I have to drop into your spirit, because I'm here to tell you that sometimes when you start to operate, right, you start to really, really, truly find your center. You really try to align your life up with the pathway by which the creator of all things has desired you to go, right? It's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to face this in life. As you move, you're gonna understand it, because things is gonna start becoming this way. And I got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. Now, how I got 5 words? Now, it was just 5, 15, 5, 13. And I was just telling y'all it was 10, 10. Half of 5 is 10. Half of 10 is 5. And so here's another 5. These are 5 words I want to drop into your spirit right now. These 5 words is, it ain't gonna take much. This is what he spoke to me when I was on my way back from the Guitar Center with all of the podcast things that I needed in order to take this to a new level or a new dimension in him. As I speak into the mind of the people, I'm just here on assignment, just to speak into your mind, to speak into your thoughts. And I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, as you start to move, and as you start to take that first step in the direction by which whatever the universe has led you to, I'm talking about the creator of all things. I'm talking about the real, true person who spoke all this into existence. I'm talking about that person, the individual who spoke it all into existence. When he said, let there be, and it was. And so I just believe that it's a creator. Since we are living in a creation, I just believe, this is my own personal belief. Y'all know I come in with my own truth. I stand in my truth before y'all. And at the same time, this is just where he's called me to be at this moment, to stand in my truth. And so I have the self-awareness and self-development work that I've had to do on myself in order to become somewhat of the best version of myself as I, move according to the power that worketh within me. I can close my eyes and say this to you as you move in your own likeness, in your own image of him. You have to have your image and your likeness has to be of him, because we're all made in his image and his likeness. And the only reason why I say his is because we know we live in a patriarchal society. It might just be a matriarchal society, a matriarch. So I could say her. I can say her. I believe that it has to be both entities, the male and the female, in order to be that connection that we all have, because it's only two things in the earth, either male or female. It's only two, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm just here this morning speaking my truth and coming out to the world to tell you, as you start your steps towards your assignment, and as you start to acknowledge and accept the assignment that has been placed on your life, I'm here to tell you that it ain't gonna take much. That's what I'm here to tell somebody. It ain't. I know. I know you probably want me to say isn't. I know you ain't is not a really, really good word, but I'm going to use that word this morning. Ain't. I said it will not. It's not gone. You heard I said gone. Gone. Not going. It ain't gone. That's that hood stuff out of Miami. You feel me? That's that hood stuff. It ain't gone nowhere. Y'all know that word out of there, right? You know we use gone. Like you went somewhere, Gone. Gone. You know what I'm saying? But it really is going to. It ain't going to take much. And so I'm here this morning to talk to the mind of the people, to tell you, my brother, when you take that first step, he's going to remain relevant. He's going to remain cognitive. You're going to have to remain this way, and you're going to have to swallow these words hook, line, and sinker. You're going to swallow them down into your DNA. It ain't going to take much, my brother. I promise you, it ain't going to take much. It's not going to take much. All you got to do is put that first foot forward. Did you hear me? I said, you're going to have to put that first foot forward, man. Because it ain't going to take much. It will not take much. And I know that you've been struggling. I know you've been in pain. And I know that pain is a prerequisite for power. And I know that we all got to look at life from the opposite side of the hourglass, because the way they present life to us, if we look at it face value, is always on the acidic side of thought. And so I'm telling you that you might have to pop up to the opposite side of what they always try to instill in our mind and our thoughts through our eye gates and through our ear gates. They always want to keep you low vibrational. Always want to keep you downtrodden. Always want to show you all the negative, all the shootings and all the killings and all the murders and the suicides and homicides and all these things that they try to show you in the TV, even on the news. There's no good thing. There's always something that's going to keep you suppressed. So I'm here this morning to tell you that you might have to heighten your vibrations in the earth. You might have to be cognitively aware that everything that you see is not good for your sight and for your psyche. Ooh-wee. It's everything that you see is not good for your psychological well-being. Sometimes you got to shut it off and cover it up and don't see, close your eyes. Don't see it. Don't look at it. Don't watch it. Because the things that you watch on TV, it's television. And my dog told me one time, he said, man, you watch the television? I'm like, it tell lies. It's a vision. Television. And I'm like, wow, you got me on that one, my brother. He called it television. I'm like, wow, television is a television. And so at the same time, sometimes you might have to close your eyes. Sometimes you might have to close your eyes and see. Did you hear me? I say sometimes you might just have to close your eyes and see better with your eyes closed, your natural eyes closed, and that center eye open, that intuition eye, that eye that's connected to your pineal and your pituitary gland. And so at the same time, you know, we here this morning. You heard me? I said, y'all know we here. We gonna be all right, y'all. All we gonna do is tell you is that it ain't gonna take much. Once you tap all the way into your assignment, once you tap into your knowledge, once you tap into your wherewithal, once we tap into your own power, once you tap into your vision, once you tap into your enlightenment, once you tap into your brave. Did you hear me? I said, once you tap into your bravery, you become brave and aware. You tap into your courage. Once you tap into your compassion, man. Hey, sir, once you tap into your discipline, your disciplinary constructs in the earth that will line you up, I'm just here to tell you that it won't take much for you to do it. All you got to do is just prepare. Prepare your right over your wrong. Make sure you prepare your truth over your lies. Make sure you prepare your successes over your struggles. And make sure you prepare your dreams over your doubts. You just might have to close your eyes, man. Maybe you see too much with your natural eyes open. Maybe you have to close your eyes tight. Open your third eye, the eye of intuition. Where all the real truth is in your life. Your truth is in your intuition. What does your intuition say? And so I'm here this morning for no other reason. Y'all know I ain't really got too much to say. Y'all understand? Too much. I ain't got too much to say. I'm just vibe out this morning. There's no reason not to. Yeah, there's no reason not to vibe. Yeah, we're gonna think rich. It's the power of the mind. Remember I told you I was gonna come in here one day and break the whole brain down, right? I'm gonna break this whole brain down. Yeah, I'm gonna break the whole brain down. I know it's gonna help somebody when I break that brain down. We're gonna have to drag through across. We're gonna have to drag across. Be content with what you have, so the universe can open the door for more. Be content. How y'all feel this morning? You know what I need right now? I need to have the ability to interview. That's what I'm going to do eventually. Y'all hear that sound? Y'all hear that sound? Yeah, sounds like something else. I probably need to get my sound bowl out. Where's my sound bowl at? Hit that sound bowl for y'all right quick. Yeah. You know I'll hit the sound bowl on y'all. Yeah, you know how to do it. I'll hit that sound bowl. Shift y'all whole dynamic. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I wish I could read this to y'all. Oh, man, I got to read this to y'all. Man. See, I didn't even sit down here this morning and do all this. Man, I got to read this to y'all. All right, here it is, class. You ready? Maybe I got to go into my, health conscious coaching, my intellectual content creatorship, or maybe my podcast professor construct is about to embrace right now. But this, I'm just reading this to y'all. I ain't got nothing to say to y'all this morning. I probably told y'all in therapy for real, hey, y'all come back. Maybe I would have told y'all in therapy for real, like, hey, y'all come on back. But since this is my podcast and I can do it the way I want to do it, I'm going to read this into your hearing, right? So y'all check this out. Check this out. Believing in oneself. And I don't know if you're here this morning with self-doubt, but maybe I'm here this morning to read this into your hearing. It says the essence of a positive mindset lies in the trust and belief one bestows on his or her own self. Check this out. Indeed, the concept of self plays a central role in determining how a person views their worth as a person. The way one perceives his or herself is largely influenced by their childhood experiences. Fortunate are those whose parents were able to teach them how to trust their own selves. Nonetheless, not everyone was told at an early age that they are beautiful and capable. This is one of the main reasons why some people develop a negative notion of their own selves, which directly influences all of the aspects of their lives. If one sees themselves to be unworthy, then they will be. This is to some extent, is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The human mind is powerful enough to materialize whatever is dominating in one's thought. You see that? You see why I desire you to be on the positive side of conscientiousness? Do you understand the value of being on the top side of the hourglass, in the alkaline side of conscientiousness? Be conscious on the top side. Let's say if one sees themselves to be unworthy, then they will be. This is to some extent is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The human mind is powerful enough to materialize whatever is the dominating factor, or whatever the dominating thought is in your mind, that will materialize in your life. Ooh-wee. So this is coming full circle. Thus, developing a better view of oneself is crucial. One must get rid of self-doubt because it can easily devour a person's confidence. Usually there are voices coming from the inside that will tell a person that they cannot. This holds a very strong power over the person, primarily because it is an internal insecurity. Wow. Y'all see that? I'm just reading this into your hearing, right? So it says, get rid of self-doubt. One must start confronting it instead of submitting to it. Being mindful as to when these doubts occur is important. This is because such a negative thought must not be allowed to linger in one's consciousness. Hence, at the onset of the thought, one must immediately find a way to dissolve it. A recurring doubt must be dealt with a person's hear when a person hears the doubt from within, they must assess it. Where it is doubt, where is this doubt coming from? Why is it there such a doubt? Why is there such a doubt? Knowing the source can be very helpful to finding an appropriate aid for such a negative thought. Answering a self-administrating doubt is the next thing to do. If the voice inside you tell a person or he or she cannot, one must answer why not. After which one comes up with a list of several reasons falsifying doubt. One must keep his or her focus on that is said list. Reading the list repeatedly can make the I can thought dominate the brain and can eventually eliminate self-doubt. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. Aside from the voice within, people outside oneself can actually throw doubts at a person. This is another main source for self-defeating disbelief of oneself. Sometimes people think that a person cannot do a thing, not because they know that the capabilities of that person are insufficient, but because they are just convinced that everything is impossible. Indeed, some people are invertebrate pessimists, and listening to what they say is one of the biggest mistakes one can make. There are several people who can offer negative perceptions to a person. Sometimes these people are even considered by the person as his or her significant other. Oh man. Opinions or doubts coming from outside of the self cannot be controlled by the person nonetheless. How these would influence him or her can definitely be decided upon the person's alone. Only the person knows himself or herself best. No one else can identify in pure exactness all the traits, capabilities, and even weaknesses that a person possesses but him or her. This is the main reason why doubt from other people must not be allowed to alter one's perceptions. To alter one's perceptions of themselves. The journey one is traversing is unknown to other people. Thus, they cannot dictate that which a person can or cannot accomplish. The mind is wired at responding to reason. Thus, when you face with doubts, a person just needs to feed their mind with reasons to believe instead of distrust. Wow. Wow. Ooh-wee. I don't know what led me here this morning. I don't know what it was that led me here this morning, but anyway, I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, ain't gonna take much. Did you hear me? I say ain't gonna take much. It's not gonna take much. It ain't gonna take much. You're gonna have to make the steps and the necessary assessments. You're gonna have to make the necessary positive evaluations about this thing called life. Don't let nobody outside of yourself, even when that inner man, like that person was talking about, that even when your inner thoughts starts to try to dictate your belief, you're gonna have to know these things for yourself, man. You're gonna have to know these for yourself, sir. There's no reason not to know this. That you're gonna have to control, put a buffer in place. This is what we call it in psychology. We have to put buffers in place to make sure that you buffer out anything that will intrinsically, on the internal side of yourself, try to come out and give limiting beliefs or unbeliefs about yourself. You're going to have to put a buffer in place. Yeah. You're going to have to put that buffer in place, man. Hey, sir, you're going to have to put that buffer in place. Yes, you will. As time progresses, you're going to have to put a buffer in place and make sure that you operate 100% from your positive thought, the optimistic thought. And if pessimistic trying to raise his ugly head up, you're going to have to crush it with your heel and make sure it stay down. That the positive thought, the optimistic thought, the thought that's on the light side of the hourglass, the thought that's on the positive side of conscientiousness. Yeah, you're going to have to make sure you understand and comprehend what's happening at all times in your life. Because a positive mindset lies in the trust and belief that one bestows on his or herself. I said a positive mindset. A positive mindset lies in the trust and belief that you have bestowed on yourself, whether or not you feel as though you're capable or incapable. I'm here this morning to tell you, it ain't gonna take much to do it. It's not gonna take much. All you gotta do is shift, man. Hey, bro, all you're gonna have to do, my brother, is shift. Take the paradigm shift that's necessary to look at this stuff when it first try to rise up in you, those limiting beliefs, all those insecurities and those incapabilities that might try to rise up to be the most predominant thought in your mind. I came here this morning to tell you that it's not going to take much for you to shift the dynamic. Ooh-wee. You're going to have to shift the dynamic, ma'am. Hey, bro, you're going to have to shift the dynamic, sir. Hey, sis, you're going to have to shift the dynamic. Make sure that when you shift from acidity to alkalinity. That's why I'm here this morning, to help you make the paradigm shift. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to shift. You're going to have to go from one gear to the next now. You're not going to be able to stay in the same gear all your life. You're going to eventually have to evolve, pass anything that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent. Yeah, I need something hot this morning. I'm sitting here drinking this Milo's. Y'all know I can drink Milo's because Milo's is the only lemonade right now that I've found that it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. Milo's lemonade. It can sell it at Walmart, Milo. And so Milo's is the only one that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. So I can enjoy a lemonade periodically. Yeah. And so I need something hot this morning. I could tell that I need something hot. Sometimes I'm here to tell you, stand more on the superior side of your consciousness. Let inferior, that has to be at the bottom of the hourglass. Superior has to be at the top. Inferior has to be at the bottom. Let your wins stay at the top. All of your losses got to stay at the bottom. We're going to focus in on our superior. We're going to focus in on our wins. And we're going to focus in on our truth, because truth has to be at the top where light is. And lies got to be at the bottom where darkness is. And so I'm here this morning. I didn't really want too much. You got to believe in oneself. You're going to have the ability to believe in yourself, man. Nobody can't believe for you. Nobody can't even cast doubt over you. You're going to have to believe in yourself, that you have what it takes, that you have the capabilities, that you have the strength, that you have the power. I don't know why I like that word, power. I don't know why I like that word right there. Power. You have the power. Ooh-wee. And so that positive mindset. Yeah, it's a positive mindset that provides a personal health benefit. Research has shown that a person who maintain a positive outlook on life experiences the following. Did you hear me? I say research shows that a person who maintains a positive outlook on life experiences the following. Greater resistance to catching colds. Did you hear me? I say your body have a greater resistance for catching a flu, a cold, through your positive mindset. And it says a positive mindset can even provide a person health benefits. Research show that a person who maintains a positive outlook on life experiences, they experience the following: the greater resistance to catching a cold, a sense of well-being and improved health, a reduced risk of heart disease, and a lesser risk of developing stress-related ailments. Those are 5 things that your body, your mind, and your thoughts, when you stand in the positive side of the hourglass, when you stand on the positive side of thought, when you have a positive mindset or a positive mental attitude about life and life experiences, it'll even ward off a cold. That's what it says in this book. It says research shows that a person who maintains a positive outlook in life experiences, they experience the following: a greater resistance of catching a cold, a sense of well-being and improved health, reduced risk of heart disease, and a lesser risk for developing stress-related ailment. Wow. And it's all through having a positive mindset. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. So this is a Monday morning. I'm just here this morning on my little assignment. You know what I said? My little assignment. Nothing going on too much out here. Maybe I just gotta sit here. Y'all know I sit here and shoot the breeze with y'all for a few more minutes before I gotta go. And I'm here to tell you that it ain't gonna take much. All you gotta do is have a desire. Did you hear me? I said all you have to do is make up your mind. And all you have to do is have a desire to do it. And when you have a desire to do what it is that you've been called to do, it becomes easier and easier to do. So it ain't gonna take much. All you gotta do is put your mind in the right gear. All you're gonna have to do, ma'am, is put your mind on the right focus. Focus your mind in the right direction. In order for you to do it and get it done, yeah, that's all you're gonna have to do. Focus. Do the mindset shifting. Shift your mindset through conscious thoughts. Stand on the positive side of the hourglass, looking at all your wins over your losses, looking at all your dreams over your doubts, making sure that you stay alkalinic over acidity, making sure you stay positive over the negativity that you know we've all endured. But here in the hourglass, our assignment is to make sure that we stay alkaline based. Mm-hmm. Make sure that our thoughts stay alkalinic. Make sure that the most predominant thought in your mind, sir, is the most winningest thought you can conjure up. How many times you've won in comparison to how many times you've lost. And allow your winning seasons and all your winning attributes and all of the constructs by which you won, allow them to be the main focus of your thoughts. The most predominant thought in your mind, sir, has to be the one where you won, where you succeeded, where your light is, where your positivity is, where your awareness is, where your alertness is, where all these things are. You just gotta make sure. Did you hear me? Make sure, not sure. You know, we don't say sure in Miami. You know, hey, look, you can't be making sure. Nah, get out of here. Bro. You gotta make sure, you know, so you gotta make sure you get this thing right. We got to make sure of this. Yeah. And so y'all know. Yeah. Y'all know. Y'all know. Yeah, y'all know. Uh-huh. Yeah. You better know. Y'all better know. Yeah, y'all better know. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. I gotta go, y'all. Today was a light morning. We ain't really do too much in here. I read y'all a book. You know, I read y'all a book. You know, I read y'all. Hey, listen, I can read. I read y'all a whole book as I work on the Hourglass, as I work on the Hourglass Era ebook. Yeah. Good morning. How you doing? How's everything going? Y'all come on in. Gather around the table. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm ready, y'all. I ain't really had too much to say to y'all this morning. I really didn't. You better think rich. The power of the mind. Did you hear me? I said you better think rich. The power of the mind. The power of the mind. Your mind is so powerful. I don't even think we use all the portion, a certain portion or a certain percentage of our mind. Our mind has been so tainted with all type of things in the earth, in the environment, in the atmosphere. If you're not careful, it'll take you all the way down through it. Your mind will. And so I'm here this morning to tell you that you better believe in it. Did you hear me? I said you better believe in it. You better create in it. And you might as well become in it. We're going to believe, we're going to create, and then we'll become. Now, those powerful thoughts that we sit here in the morning and conjure up in our understandings, in our holistic awarenesses, yeah, you better know. And so here it is, y'all. It's coming. You ready? Here it is. Here it is. It's coming. I like that. Here it is. The Hourglass Era. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I am on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understanding. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts. Its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences, and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session here unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. Did you hear me? I say, welcome to the Hourglass Era. I'll rock this thing all the way out, y'all. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. Ooh, that sound like it's supposed to be something going on right now. I can feel it. It's gonna happen, y'all. Did you hear me? It's gonna happen. It ain't gonna take much. Ooh, I say it's gonna happen for you, ma'am. That million that you need, sir, it ain't gonna take much. All it's gonna take is one ticket. It ain't gonna take much. You're gonna be able to look back over your life and say, wait a minute, that young man sat on that live, sat on his podcast, and told me it's a ticket. You're gonna walk in that store, that corner store. You hear me? Not the store. Don't get hey, we from Miami. Yeah, we gonna go in the store, the corner store. You going to the corner store? Yeah. You better not be talking some no store. We going to the store. They're gonna run you out of Miami with that store. So we gonna go to the corner store. And at the same time, I'm telling you, all they're gonna take is for the universe to say, buy one. You're gonna just randomly buy a ticket and gonna hit for the millions. It ain't gonna take much. I'm here to tell somebody under the sound of my voice, it's not gonna take much to get where you need to be, ma'am, through school. All it's gonna take is your dedication and your disciplinary actions to move according to the power that working within you. It ain't gonna take much. All you gotta do is do it. Stay true to it and then do it. That's what happened to me. As I worked on my AA degree in psychology, all it took was dedication. Of me going there every day. Every time it was assigned for me to be there, I went. 2 years later, I graduated with my AA degree in psychology. Went. 2 years later to FIU. Graduated 2 years later with my bachelor's degree in psychology. Yeah. Came here it was 2014. Came here 2015. Started school here. Got here in March of 2015. School started in August that same year, 2015. 2017, graduated. Boom. It ain't gonna take much. All it's gonna take is your dedication and your disciplinary actions to move in your own power, in your own authority, in your own wherewithal, in your own creativity, in your own innovation, in your own discipline, in your own bravery, in your own knowledge, in your own understanding, in your own acceptance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all it's gonna take. It ain't gonna take much. That's what I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice. It ain't gonna take much. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other. It ain't gonna take much. You're gonna have to do it. Nobody can't do this one for you. You're gonna have to do it yourself. So it ain't gonna take much. All it's gonna take is some effort. That effort that you're gonna lead you down the path. And the more you go down that path, the easier it's gonna become. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice, it ain't gonna take much for you to get it done. It ain't gonna take much. All you gotta do is do that one step. Did you hear me? I say one step at a time, man. One bite. Remember, I did a session, Chew by Chew, CHEW by CHEW. Chew by Chew. That's how you can eat a whole hog people that's pigs, that love to eat pig. I mean, they not pigs, but they love to eat pig. Pork. Yeah. Yeah. They eat a whole hog by themselves. All they're gonna take is one chew by chew. Eat a whole cow by yourself. How you gonna get it all down, ma'am? It's chew by chew. How you gonna eat a whole chicken at one time? You can't. You get the breast. I seen some chicken necks the other day. I'm like, ooh, chicken necks. But yeah, it's chew by chew. Yeah, it's chew by chew. So I'm going, y'all. I ain't really have too much to say to y'all this morning. It's a light morning. When I looked at the clock, it was 10:10. So it's 11:09. It's about to be 11:10. So I got a minute with y'all. And I'm thankful this morning I can sit here with free. My mind is free. My thoughts are free. Yeah, my ability to move in the earth is free. Because I feel good. And so I'm here this morning just to kind of like chop it up. Nothing major. I just really wanted y'all to know that these 5 words that he gave me for somebody on the side of my voice is it ain't gonna take much to get it done. Whatever the assignment is on your life, it ain't gonna take much. You just gotta do it one step at a time, one chew at a time. I guarantee you'll get it all down, chew by chew. So I'm going, y'all. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. And I'll definitely see y'all on the other side tomorrow.